the foil cutters for wine, but for someone to get the crap to peel off of whiskey bottles.
Well, Rare Character
just the
just
plastic
launched
part?
some like $40 wax cutters.
Oh, really?
Oh man, I tried to open one of my pepper cast drinks when I moved out here. I spent like 10 minutes on that stupid wax. But
My cat's
What were
been
they trying to do
nonstop
with
for
the
like
cord?
30 minutes.
I heard him since you hopped on. So he wants the camera time.
Podcast about bourbon and the ones who drink it. This is Bourbon Matters. Welcome to Bourbon Matters. I'm Jake.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Gold Eagle Jake.
And today we're talking about bourbon swag.
Bourbon
and stuff
swag.
that you look for at gift shops and barware and all kinds of stuff like that.
When you're at tastings and they're handing out free stuff, the things that you like. We could also talk about worthless swag and stuff that we never pick up.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone loves swag. I mean, people get so excited over the most simple things. I know I do, and I get a ton of swag just working at a liquor store.
I'm sure.
So yes, swag is cool. You can never really have enough swag, I think.
It's funny because we didn't plan this at all, but I'm wearing my Blind Barrel shirt tonight.
Yeah,
nice. I'm wearing my Frey Ranch hat and my Bardstown Bourbon Company shirt. So yeah, if you give it, we will rep it. That's kind of our motto. That's what Drew and our cashiers tell all these reps is like, hey, bring us hats and shirts and we'll rep it for you, and it's free advertisement for them in the store.
Jake has probably the biggest ever bourbon swag that you could get in terms of size. From Sam.
The big piggy? Oh.
No.
The Four Roses billboard. Or what do you call it?
It's like billboard?
It's
standing.
It's like a sandwich board.
Yeah, sandwich board.
For Four Roses.
It's where we write down all of our Super Bowl bets.
But it's like a 3-foot tall sandwich board. That's a chalkboard on both sides and has Four Roses stuff everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then we just use the chalkboard for keeping track of bets. But it's a massive, massive board that is in its basement that comes out once a year for the Super Bowl, and that's all I use.
Yeah.
But we were there one time, and Sam's like, "You want this?" Jake's like, "I do."
Yeah. And Roberto got something too, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh, he got that. Oh, crap! It was a barrel topper that you can use as a drink carrier.
Oh yeah, that's
from what was that? Some small whiskey distillery that does a lot of stuff with honey, or something. It was maybe not a whiskey.
Oh, Bar Hill.
Bar Hill.
Yeah,
Bar
that's
Hill.
right.
Gin. Bar Hill barrel topper that they turned into a.
Which is a very good gin, by the way.
So. But yeah, so I guess we can start. I know I've gone to a few. I'm guessing you guys have gone to a few different whiskey tastings or like areas where they have a bunch of whiskey, like Sam's stuff that we used to go to. I've been to a few other ones of those in the city where you go and there's a bunch of distilleries. You're just going around trying stuff. Sometimes there's a lot of free swag with that, and a lot of times those companies, distilleries will have their reps there with giveaway stuff. When you're walking up and down the aisles, trying different people's whiskey, what's the stuff you're hoping to see out on the table that they're giving away?
Always t-shirts.
T-shirts?
Gotta get a t-shirt.
Hats.
T-shirts and hats. I would agree those are the most ones I look for. I've never turned down a free whiskey hat.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the ones that are kind of you don't really need anything more of is a lot of them have like bandanas and pens and like bottle openers.
I will
which,
say, where is my?
For me, it's like how much of that stuff can you really have? And I'm cleaning out my basement right now, and I'm just going through boxes of like wasteful things like that I'm never ever gonna need or use.
Yeah,
Like at least give me a Glencairn.
Unless I will say I'm actually using swag. I'm the only person that does have swag on right now. I am using some swag. High quality pens.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. The
Barrel
and
Craft
Stellan
Spirits,
pens are
my
top notch.
These are my table pens on my work desk. Like these don't leave. Like if you're
gonna do pens are nice, but how many can you have?
Do a good quality pen.
No,
don't do a shitty. Like
if you haven't tried one of these barrel pens, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, I guess
a lot of the distilleries have good pens.
Oh, not this.
I have a Maker's one.
This is a Paper Mate Inkjoy, which is a phenomenal pen. Like,
this is a Four Roses pen.
I don't even like those. They look cool, but they don't write nearly as well as the Barrel Craft Spirit ones.
Yeah, this is just like a normal pen. Like the barrel one's like a gel pen or something.
It's an Inkjoy.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
Yeah. They're not as quite as my other ones that I use, but I love a really good.
Smooth like
I had a bad day because my favorite pen and my favorite highlighter went out the same day. It's such a pain in the ass.
I haven't used a highlighter since like 5th grade.
I used a highlighter last work. Those things I like. I don't like pins, like the little hat pins and things.
Oh my god, I love pins.
So many. I have so many pins. I have an inadvertent pin collection from all of the Gold Eagle master classes where they gave them out.
I have a huge pin collection. I have a bag that I keep in my backpack at all times, and it probably has like 100 pins in it. But I also like to put on my sport coat when we have a master class and put on the distillery's pin. So I actually use the pins for good reason. But yeah, I can see those being kind of just a waste of space if you're not actually wearing them for certain events. But I think pins are cool, and I think they're fun little giveaways just for attending.
I like stickers, but good quality stickers, like the white vinyl stickers.
Those are hard to come by, though.
One of the things I didn't like at Whiskey Acres is we had stickers, but I didn't like the stickers. Give me those nice white vinyl ones you can stick on the laptop.
This is a pretty cool pin.
Yeah, that's a cool pin. I've got a few of those. Stickers are cool. I've got a Yeti cooler that I have all distillery stickers on, so I'm always looking for a new sticker.
Yeah, the Green River stickers are actually pretty heavy duty. Nice. Like, they're not the... Well, actually, I think they are kind of the ones that you're talking about, Dan. Those heavy vinyl style. Also,
I like those because they go on my laptop.
Has those too.
Yeah. Oak and Eden gave them out at one of the master classes. Give me stickers like that because that stuff I'll either stick
the Oak
on
and Eden ones are good.
Yeah.
Have a little come off the surface a little bit.
I don't know what happened to my the Green River challenge coin.
See, that stuff I don't like. I was gonna say challenge coins, poker chips. Like,
I agree. I think the challenge coins are really, really cool. But it's like, what am I gonna do with this? Yeah. That's one of those
Green
things.
River when you play the game with the bottle.
Yeah, but how many times have you played that?
Cool. Never, but
you can also play with. You can also play with just a quarter too.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
But
cool, though, to have a special coin.
Yeah,
they are really cool.
Exactly where it's at. It's so cool to know exactly where it's at, and you've never used it. It sounds like it's the best swag ever.
It's in my drawer somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like stuff like that, just so I don't know what you'd ever really use it for. Like even just like a random poker chip. What the hell am I going to use a random poker chip for?
Here it is.
Koozies. I'm done with koozies.
Same. Don't need any koozies. Who even uses koozies anyway?
I don't drink beer anymore.
On a party barge.
I still don't use a koozie.
Oh, I use a koozie on a party barge. But yeah, I don't.
Why? Because you don't want your beer to get cold, or your hands get cold.
No, because you got to, man. You got to look straight up party barging out there.
Dan just does it for the look, the vibe.
Like, and it's funny. It sucks. Like before I moved out here, I threw out so many koozies, and like even some that Jake gave me. It was like one set. They were just like silicone koozies that sit over the top, and one said like liberal tears, and I forget the other one was that she gave me, but I didn't keep those. Yeah, don't do koozies. I'm trying to think of stuff that I've never seen that I'd probably use more often than not. And honestly, like cheap lighters for cigars and stuff would go well. Like stop going all straight bourbon. Matchbooks.
Yeah, Barrel Craft.
Those
had
Elijah
some
Craig
nice
matches.
Nice. I haven't seen the Elijah Craig ones, but Barrel Craft had some nice like cigar matchbooks.
Yeah.
Barrel Craft also the one time brought dog toys.
They did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is such an underrated gift or swag piece. Like everyone goes crazy when someone has dog toys. The problem is though, usually they're very cheap, and like my dogs tear them up in 2 seconds.
That's fine, but for like 10 seconds, it's fun to watch your dog have fun with this thing. And that brings me more joy than any other piece of swag I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on the dog toys, and if my dog's like, I don't want this one, it just destroys it. I'm like, well, I didn't pay a dime for it. You had a lot of fun, and that was nice of that company for thinking of my dog.
Yep.
So I do like that. I would say if you're listening and you're a rep, stuff like that, you might get some ideas from us. But whiskey adjacent accessories are good. I'll never turn down a Glencairn.
Oh yeah, but that's probably the most rare of the swag items.
Usually you get those like when you're going to these tastings. Like your entry cost includes a Glencairn to take around and try.
Oh yeah, I mean, but like, it's hard to find a free distillery branded Glencairn.
Well, most of them come
every
with
once in a while you'll get one at a tasting, but usually it's just like a general.
At a tasting, yeah. But most times if you go there and go on a tour and you do a tasting, you pay for it as part of the tour, and it's.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It depends on.
I will always love a Glencairn. One of the events I was at in Chicago with Whiskey Acres, they actually were giving away. One of the booths was giving away like a lanyard, but more like a necklace lanyard
that holds a Glencairn.
That holds your Glencairn and has a topper on it. That it had silicone grip so it could push inside your Glencairn, so you could walk around and have it sitting there.
Those are nice. Especially if you're doing like a walk around whiskey festival tasting, those are super clutch.
Or if you're on a boat.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things we've got.
Well, so we're talking about glassware. We're talking about Glencairns. Like, what do you guys like to have other glassware? Because I'm one of those people that like wants one of every style of glass, even though 99% of the time I'm drinking out of a Glencairn. I have like this whole collection of all these different shaped cool glasswares, like I'm not even gonna start listing them off because I could be here all day, and then like I have no idea where to store them, and they're a pain in the ass to store because they're all different shapes and sizes. So I know it's kind of a waste, but like every once in a while I'm feeling fancy and want to get out my like nosing Copita Glencairn and use a different shape here and there, and then you have those. Like Norland glasses, I think we talked about those before, that are a bit more expensive and supposed to help you nose better.
Well, it's not just that, but it also creates a thermal layer between your hand to keep your hand from heating up because it's double-walled glass.
So I do like the Norland glasses a lot. Their cocktailed or rocks glasses are also really nice.
I'm trying to think. I have a rocks glass I got when we went to Bardstown for the tour. And somewhere else. And I've maybe used them once or twice, and it's normally if someone wants to drink bourbon with an ice cube in it.
A rocks glass?
Yeah. Rocks or a cocktail.
I love a good rocks glass.
Yeah, I love a good rocks glass too. Like I do dabble with cocktails. So like I want like a nice heavy duty cocktail glass that can fit a big ice cube or ice ball in it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll just pour in a rocks glass neat and drink it that way if I'm too lazy to dig out a Glen.
I hardly ever do that. How do you not have your Glens like ready to go?
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but sometimes I like made a cocktail and like those are still sitting next to the sink, and I'll just grab one of those and pour whatever's like sitting in the kitchen. If I'm being lazy.
That's
I don't
lazy.
I've lost so much respect for you, and I had very little to begin with.
You probably don't even rinse it out. It's probably
We've
got
talked
like
about this before,
syrupy
like
stuck on the bottom.
My for me, the nose is like the least important thing. So that's primarily what the Glen, provides you. So it doesn't bother me much to drink.
I don't know. I feel like
you can't ever smell anything anyways, and you can never taste anything anyways. So that makes sense. Yeah. Glassware is good. I'm trying to think of other things we've gotten. I am going to say the dog toy is my number one favorite of everything I've ever gotten.
The dog toy is a pretty good one.
Even though, yes, it was extremely cheap, but they thought of my dog, and that's all I care about.
A nice like little notebook or binder can be cool if it's like good quality. Yeah. Sometimes I give those out.
The barrel notepads. All my notes for the show are take on these.
That's a little different.
I was using something earlier today. Them. Yeah, it's my work notepad for what I'm scribbling around with right now.
So, I mean, that stuff always comes in handy, but like also like a really nice like booklet binder thing is cool. I've got a stack of those that I haven't used. So those are fun when I need to write something, which is not often. I'm a big notes taker on my phone.
If you're at a tasting event and someone there has a bottle engraver.
Oh, you like engravers?
Yeah. If someone brings a bottle engraver, unless you engrave when you buy something or engrave something on the bottle when you buy it, like I'll take that.
Will that make you buy the bottle?
Yeah, like
if you're on the fence and it's like, oh, you can get it engraved.
Well, yeah, because I think it was Sam's event. Woodford was there, and like they gave us shirts and stuff and hats.
Yeah.
And then, like, she didn't bring it out, but she had a bottle engraver, too. And I would have straight up bought a bottle of Woodford that day if she would have brought the bottle engraver out. So,
I did that once at Jack Daniels. I've never done it again.
The least useful that turned out to be the most useful swag I ever got was, again, from Sam. Someone swung in there and was trying to sell him things to sell. And they were copper dogs, and he just had Arminetti Marengo engraved on it. Which, I mean, it looks cool if you had a big bourbon display, and I did. But then I took it to work, and we started using it at work, and now it's still used at Whiskey Acres to this day to great depth. So every time you guys have been there, and we've thieved out of a barrel, it's been through that.
Yeah.
Copper dog that Sam gave us. So
what is it?
Something that I thought was just a decoration now came in a copper dog. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they use it. Because we were talking one day when I first started at Whiskey Acres, and Rob said, "Man, it'd be so much easier if we just had a copper dog." And I said, "I have, and I will give it to the distillery."
Another thing I've got one of my boxes sitting in the basement. Never use mine, but I guess it really only is
unless you're at
helpful if you're working at a distillery.
Yeah. Like I said, it's mainly just a good looking thing, but cheap coasters I don't like.
Coasters. I
say that, but I'm using a cheap Whiskey Acres coaster.
Yeah,
that I've always used.
Paper, those like paper like cardboard coasters.
That's what this is. It's a little cardboard throwaway, but
not a fan of those.
I think those are the main ones we got there. Any other things that we
there's a few more main ones that aren't really like giveaways.
Okay. Are these the ones that you got to talk to people more time to get them to bring it out? What was that? We cut out there for a second. Jake's up there. He is. Uh-oh, he's freezing.
I think I'm back.
There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now we. All right, there you are.
So yeah, sorry about that. There's a few more like premium swag items, and we can go down a whole episode probably talking about the aged in ore stuff.
Oh yeah.
Stop downloading the newest Taylor Swift album. Jeez.
I'm like closing everything out. I'm the only one home. Nobody's on the Wi-Fi. I have no idea what's going on.
It's Dan's shitty mountain internet.
Yeah, my gig speed internet with 980 down and 870 up.
All right, I think we're better
I'm in
now.
a bigger population center than both of you guys.
So yeah, aged in ore. They have a lot of nice swag pieces. I think if you don't have one of those, classic kits with the 4 little sample bottles, that's an absolute must for every bourbon drinker to have.
They're nice.
Comes in, 4 little 2-ounce bottles. I mean, they did such a great job with the packaging, making it pretty much unbreakable. The glass bottles are covered in rubber. The case is very nice, keeps all the bottles very snug. Comes with a little dry erase marker so you can write on the bottle what you poured in there. Those are really, really nice for traveling with.
The last time I was at Gold Eagle, I bought a Gold Eagle branded one.
I think we can put in a coupon for a Gold Eagle branded one.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. Look at this, thinking outside the box.
Yeah, let's do BM Aged Ore. BMAGEDORE. BM Aged Ore for 10% off of Gold Eagle Aged in Ore barrel, taster, kit, whatever you call them.
Kit.
Sampler kit, yes.
Travel sample kit. TSA approved.
It is TSA approved, which is awesome because, you can.
Really?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's under 3 ounces. So you can take it on the plane. I know plenty of people that have done it. I have not done it myself, but
that's pretty neat.
Yep.
To keep that in mind.
You're welcome for me educating you right there, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that's TSA approved.
But yeah, those come in handy. I pretty much will take it with me when I'm traveling. The other thing that is very, very handy when you're traveling is the Glencairn holders. The little barrel Glencairn holders. Fits a Glencairn perfectly snug. You can drop it. You can just throw it in your bag and not have to worry about your Glencairn breaking. And that's a big thing for me because I really do like drinking out of Glencairns. And there's nothing worse than getting to a hotel room and having some mini bottles and having to pour it into a plastic cup, especially a styrofoam cup, which most of them have.
Yeah.
So I'm always traveling with a Glencairn anywhere I go.
So it's funny because I'm rewatching a show on Amazon called Sneaky Pete that I really loved. And in the second episode, when the guy gets out of jail, he meets up with one of his old conmate people, and they're at a park bench. And she brought Pappy 10, or I think it must have been either 15 or 23 from the label. I couldn't tell which one it was. And she's like, all I have are these paper cups. And he's like, I'm never going to turn down Pappy in a paper cup. But I thought it was funny that they were pouring Pappy in a paper cup on the show. I saw that yesterday, so that made me laugh. But yeah, stuff like that's nice. Some swag we got at Whiskey Acres, and I think probably the only thing I stole from Whiskey Acres, which I didn't even really steal because I was in charge of everything. A company called Whiskey Grail reached out to us about sending us a free product, and then because we got voted on somehow on some podcast they were doing, and Whiskey Grail is a company and they make cups out of oak from barrels, and then they char the inside of them, and then it's got the charred Whiskey Acres logo on the outside of it. And it's not like a straight drinking cup, it's more for like cocktails and like hand wash only. After a while you need to reapply wax on the inside of it to keep it from dripping. But they're really cool looking, and the big thing is, since they're charred on the inside, you always have a little bit of smoke smell with it when you're drinking. So you kind of get like if it was a smoked cocktail where you're getting that nose of smoke. But that was a pretty cool thing they sent us. One thing I stole.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fred Minnick didn't send you anything?
No. Although I did send Fred Minnick our 7-year sampler with absolutely no frills, and we still got voted as one of the top 100 whiskeys that year.
Mm-hmm.
No money, no nothing, just a cheap little 7-ounce sampler. Didn't even send him swag like I sent all the other influencers. He cracked
doesn't deserve it.
He cracked it on his Club Marzipan show or whatever. It's like, this is the best bourbon I've had outside Kentucky all year, and it was like July. I'm like, that's not bad to hear that from Fred.
I remember that. That's very cool.
But yeah, I sent him that little bottle. Good for me. But no, he didn't. No, we didn't get a ton of swag.
He probably doesn't need more swag.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure he's got storage units full of bourbon swag.
I will say the one thing with Glencairns is, like, I got a couple of whiskey acres, ones I still hand wash, but most of them that I've picked up throughout the years, I just put in the dishwasher anymore, and I can't even tell where it's from anymore.
I never hand wash.
I hand wash the whiskey acres. I don't want to lose the etch. I hand wash our Bourbon Matters ones I made and gave you guys.
Yeah, those are.
I never got some of those.
I gave you one, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Before?
No.
It was before me.
You started.
Well, I gave you. Didn't I give you a Bourbon Matters Glencairn or no?
No.
I gave Jake 6 of them.
Yeah, I have.
He didn't give you one.
No.
But those are deep etched. Like the ones that are etched are really
deep.
nice because you don't have to worry about it. Like it's never gonna wash off. The ones that are gonna wash off, I just accept the fact that they're gonna wash off, and I don't waste my time hand washing them. So yeah, you got to get the deep etch.
Yeah.
We're missing a few big ones. Like I'm a sucker for bar mats. I love a nice bar mat.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like my Four Roses skinny bar mat.
Nice. Yeah, most of them are at our bar at the store, but I do keep a few at home that I really like, and I don't know. I always think it's nice to put the Glencairn down to the bar mat and pour myself a whiskey over it. It's pretty. Adds to the whole experience.
Yeah, makes cocktail making a lot easier, especially clean up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially the big square one. Then you just rinse it under the sink. But tin tackers.
Tin tackers, yeah.
I love tin tackers. If you've been to the Gold Eagle Bar, you know how much I love tin tackers. Our entire walls in the bar are covered with them. Jake's going to show us one of his tin tackers that he doesn't have hanging up.
It's so important to him. It's probably in a closet somewhere.
The one that I talked Jake into giving me.
Nice. Very nice.
So it was so important to him, he had to pull it out of his closet.
I need to hang like 12 things in my office, and that's one of them. One of them is my MBA diploma.
You don't need to hang that.
I wasn't going to, and my wife was like, "You better put that up. You worked hard for it." I was like, yeah, okay.
No, you didn't. You didn't work hard for that. Jesus. She knows you. She knows better than that. Golly. Jake and working hard on anything.
But going along with tin tackers, you also have barrel heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a nice barrel head, especially if it's like laser engraved and not just painted.
Yeah. Oh, I still got to get you a Bourbon Matters one.
Yeah, you do. Well, we'll put it up in the store. I'm about to do something with some barrel heads in the bar area. I've got another wall that I'm about to attack, and I think on the top I'm going to do more tin tackers to stick with the theme, and then the bottom half of the wall I'm just going to do all barrel heads. We've got a good amount of those stacking up.
Dan didn't even put his Bourbon Matters barrel head in the camera frame.
No, it's in my whiskey room with all my whiskey
Put your
stuff.
stupid fake Packers stock thing in instead.
Well, first of all, it's not fake stock, and it's also not fake headlines from when we won Super Bowls in this.
It is fake stock.
It's not fake stock. It's real stock. It's a real stock certificate.
Okay.
If you take it to Kinko's and try and copy it, it will not let you copy it.
All right.
Found that out. Found that out. So, no, it's in my whiskey room. This is my work office, and I try not to have alcohol everywhere from my work office. Yeah, bar. The barrel heads, you got to have the spot for them. Same thing with tin tackers. Tin tackers, you can even throw in the garage and make a cool display.
Yeah.
Barrel heads, a little bit tougher, but yeah, if you can get them, they're nice.
What about actual barrels?
I've got 2.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 in my townhouse before I moved in with my fiance. But actual barrels, I think, make great furniture pieces. Corner of the room. I know you've got one outside on your front porch or on your front next to your garage, Jake.
It's out in front next to the garage.
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of stuff looks really nice. I've got like 2
starting to fall
half-barrel
apart
planters.
though. I gotta refinish it.
Yeah, but yeah, actual barrels I think are super cool. Great addition to any bourbon room, or even just any room in the house. You could kind of make it work.
Yeah, I have one. Shout out to Tom from Antioch Barrels we talked to him once on the show a long time ago. If you're in Lake County, he's up in Antioch and does a lot of great custom furniture barrel work. And I have one of those here. But I will say too, I had a friend, one of my best friends, called me one day, and he's never drank alcohol in his life. And he goes, Dan, I have some alcohol questions, and I figured you'd be the person to ask. And I said, yep, you're right. And they've never touched alcohol. They're building a new farmhouse. He's a farmer. His wife's a teacher, but they're building a new house. And she's seen all this stuff on Pinterest, and she saw in a bathroom, in a half bath, instead of having a small vanity or a pedestal sink, someone had a barrel that was basically the vanity with the sink on top, or the sink was cut into the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a lot of questions, but they're going to do that in their house, is turn a barrel into a sink.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Down below it. So, yeah, I mean, you can find uses for barrels left and right. So,
yeah, I like the cut a barrel in half and turn it into a planter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice look.
Yeah, I've got 2 of those in my backyard with some watermelon plants that are exploding.
Yeah,
nice.
You guys have had.
Yeah, I've got some legit watermelons growing right now in my backyard.
At Whiskey Acres, they use them as big garbage cans for outside.
Yeah.
Like a 55-gallon drum, basically, for a garbage can, but that. So, yeah, there's tons of uses for barrels. I'm trying to think of anything specific you guys look when you go to distilleries and stuff when you're at a store.
Yeah, let's talk gift shops.
Yeah, let's go gift shops. Things you're looking for at a gift shop.
Hoodies.
Well, hoodies. It's a good one.
Yeah. I like a good hoodie. I like a good zip-up hoodie. One of my favorite hoodies is my Stag zip-up hoodie. Super nice.
Dan's over there smiling because it's Buffalo Trace and not Heaven Hill.
Dude, I will say Heaven Hill has the worst gift shop in terms of clothing.
Really? Oh yeah, they don't have the best clothing. I mean, they do have some. They have mellow corn shirts, which are cool. And
which is
different label shirts.
Mellow corn hat. You got the red hat with the big bright yellow mellow corn sticker.
I wanted an Elijah hoodie or T-shirt, and they had nothing.
No, they have a lot of food items.
Buffalo Trace probably has the best gift shop down there. In terms of size and variety.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know people will just pay anything.
What their prices
Four
were
Roses
that bad.
Also has a spectacular gift shop. They the Four Roses quarter zip is one of my favorite.
I got a zip
things
up
I own
jacket
too.
Hoodie that I like there. My favorite thing I got from Four Roses were the silicone ice cube molds.
Oh yeah,
because they have 4 different they're the ice cube ball size. But they're roses, and they look perfect every time when you take them out of the mold. And my old neighbor, she was having a girls' weekend, and they were going to do a bunch of mimosas and things. And she was freezing orange juice in those molds. And then she had orange roses for all the mimosas.
That's cool.
Those were cool. one thing I started doing when I was down there is I like magnets for the fridge of the distilleries I go to, a small keepsake from the distillery. The ones I like best and the ones I try and stick with are the bung magnets, where they take an actual barrel bung, put the logo, engrave the logo into the front, and I like those the most, just because something everyone should have, I think. But that's a small thing I like to get if I go to a distillery, is just a couple bucks for a magnet. This is something too. So
Jenna likes Christmas ornaments.
Ooh, that's cool. Christmas tree full of whiskey ornaments.
Yeah, we've got a handful of distillery ornaments.
Roberto was a big ornament guy too. Jake, what about you? You're usually pretty VIP when you go to a lot of distilleries, but
yeah, I don't go to the gift shop. I get the VIP backroom treatment. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean,
they got the Wellers and the Taylors back there.
Yeah. I think the obvious thing, which isn't really swag, but like I'm always looking for something unique that, like bottle wise, that you can only get at the distillery.
Right. Yeah.
But then as far as swag goes, like I'm kind of with you on like I want like a really cool shirt or hoodie. I never will really buy a hat because hats are giveaways that happen all the time. But if there's a really, really cool shirt, I'll go for a shirt. But with all like the masterclass events that we do, like there's a lot of giveaways, so it's hard for me to pay for something, but I find that I do it often anyway, just with that impulse. But
no, the Buffalo Trace store, just because like when we talk about varieties, like
I don't get swag from them, so
they're too good for you.
They won't give out like shirts. They don't need to.
Yeah,
make you beg for single barrels. Why would they give you a hoodie?
Like the thing that I liked about like the Buffalo store though is like certain brands. So like the Stags had their own certain style of clothing line, and the Weller was a different style of clothing line. So it was like you had different.
Everything's
kind of the exact same looking hoodie with different names on it. They had a completely different mix up for every single brand they have, which is cool.
Yeah, they had like some more interesting stuff too. Like they had like real like work jackets and stuff that were like branded, which is pretty cool.
They had the glass decanters, or not decanters, glass hip flasks that went inside of a leather pouch. I remember that.
Yeah.
So that way you're putting it in glass and not stainless.
Right. Yeah.
So I remember they had those.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for a good branded cigar too.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of them aren't all that spectacular, but
yeah.
So I also like to look for unique food items. So like going back to Heaven Hill, they have some sauces like barbecue sauces, honey mustard, made with their whiskeys. I usually grab some of that, or like coffee. A lot of places now have coffee that's aged in their bourbon barrels. I'm a big coffee guy, so I usually look for a bag of coffee. But yeah, bourbon balls, not so much. Everyone has their own bourbon ball. Usually they'll melt anyway by the time you get back to your hotel or Airbnb.
Yeah, I like a good barbecue sauce.
Heaven Hill has some phenomenal barbecue sauces.
I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
I never bought the barbecue sauce at Whiskey Acres when I was there.
No. Didn't even see it.
Yeah, I didn't know
barbecue sauce and maple syrup.
Well, maple syrup is another
maple syrup's a good one. But what's
maple syrup?
What's cool about Heaven Hill's barbecue sauces is they come in the whiskey bottle. So like there's an Elijah Craig barbecue sauce that comes in the Elijah Craig bottle.
Nice. Yeah, that it's kind of funny how like everyone's gone to the barrel aged cigars and barrel aged coffee just so they can also sell that stuff there.
I mean, there's no reason not to have awesome swag. Like people are there once. They probably just tasted a few whiskeys. They're feeling a little loose. And then you notice how every single tour puts you in the gift shop when the tour is over.
Yeah.
So after a couple tastes and falling in love with the distillery, doing the tour, you're gonna probably end up buying something if they leave you in the gift shop.
I mean, I will say at High West we didn't end up there, and I was very surprised at how small the gift shop was and how little variety of stuff there was in there.
But that wasn't. They're like you went to like the real distillery.
Yeah,
I bet their downtown.
The downtown saloon has an even smaller one.
Oh, really? That's
yeah, it's mainly just a big bar. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny little room down there, but it's not much bigger at the distillery. Although they did have some really cool dog collars that I almost ended up getting because my dog needs a new collar. But I'm like, I don't like High West enough to buy a High West. So, yeah, and then obviously whatever bottles they have that are more unique. I mean, Heaven Hill, because of the tour we did, we could either got it toasted or a batch proof when we were there. Woodford had Chris's Pick, which was a distillery blend.
Of their rye, which was phenomenal.
Surprised. Shocker, you said that someone's rye is phenomenal.
I mean, Woodford rye is like, okay, but that particular, I think it was a distillery or distiller's blend, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of cool because you don't really hear much about Woodford rye. It's just is what it is, and it's very
this bottle
bland.
is just like unreal. It was so good. I have an open mind. I just drink a lot of Roberto's.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's a great way to do it. Kind of off topic, I will say I cracked this bottle before the show.
Oh yeah, tell us your thoughts. We were talking about it kind of before we started recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've popped my Star Hill Farms from Maker's Mark. I'm really impressed on it. Right when I opened it, like as soon as I popped it, as soon as I got a whiff from coming out of the bottle, I told you guys, like, man, this smells good. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, proof point right at 114, like that's right in my wheelhouse. Phenomenal. This is one that has, and one of the first bottles you probably ever saw if you noticed it on the back. They have the Estate Whiskey Alliance thing right there, which is what Whiskey Acres is part of. So the grain in this, over 75% of the grain was actually grown by makers and then made. So it's a little bit different mash bill too. It's 51% soft red winter wheat, 27%.
Yeah, it's a wheat whiskey.
Yeah. 27% soft red winter wheat and
malted.
51% soft red winter wheat, 27% malted soft red winter wheat, and 22% malted barley.
Yeah, because there's no corn at all in that,
right?
Or
no
any other grain.
No, it has a wonderful flavor to it. That 114 proof, the finish on it's great. Like I'm very impressed by this.
Yeah, like I said, that was one that I was ready to be let down by, and I couldn't have been more wrong. Just, a new, for one, it's a wheat whiskey. For two, I kind of expected like a little bit of a crafty note, just because it's all estate and a little bit younger than most other wheat whiskeys on the market. And, it's just their first attempt at something different outside of Maker's Mark bourbon, which they have vowed and never have changed in the past. So I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but that one is a really, really good pour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I'm glad I bought it. This is one of the ones that was more expensive that I bought without trying first. And I'm glad I did it. So...
Are we missing any other swag items?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. If you can think of anything else,
yeah, let us know. Like, what do you look for when you go into distillery gift shops outside of bottles? What pieces of swag have you gotten that you never use? What pieces of swag have you gotten that you use all the time? Let us know.
Yeah. And maybe Jake will pass that along to people that are coming for master classes.
Yeah.
If they want to leave an impression, they should bring
good
more
swag
classes.
only.
Yeah, and we're about to up our swag game at Gold Eagle. So I want to hear what you guys want, what you look for, what is going to actually be useful outside of just sitting in a box full of crap at your house.
Or a drawer like Jake's challenge coin for
Yes.
I kept it out now. It's
out
on my.
If someone would have challenged you, you would have lost, Jake.
You're gonna go play a game after this.
Yeah. By myself, I'm just gonna flick the coin into the bottle
and then drink. All right, guys. Well, yeah. Let us know if, like I said, Jake just said he's looking for more swag.
We're about to up our swag game. So
what stuff they should?
What are you looking for?
And if you go to Gold Eagle and want some cool stuff, the aged and or TSA approved flights are available for 10% off. And Jake, what was that code and how can people use that code?
BM aged or only available online. 10% off the aged and or kit. We also, I'm also going to make it available that same code, even though it's not made by aged and or. I'll do 10% off our Glencairn holders that I was talking about, the little barrels that hold the Glencairn, because those are just super helpful when traveling. So the BM aged or coupon will work online for the Glencairn holders and the aged and or tasting kits. You can do that at goldeaglewine.com. Download our app on the Google Play or Apple App Store. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Gold Eagle Wine. Follow us on Facebook at Gold Eagle Spirits.
Jake, where can people watch us at, listen to us at, all that fun stuff?
You can listen to us on Apple, Google, Spotify, and pretty much any other podcast platform. You can watch us on Spotify and YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, rate, follow, click the notification bell, all that fun stuff. Funny side note, yesterday my wife and I were watching a YouTube video on how to change the battery in her car key, and at the end of the video the guy's like, oh, if you thought this was helpful, like and subscribe. And I just closed YouTube, and my wife was like, why, you found it helpful, why didn't you like and subscribe? I was like, I don't know. And I was like, you know what, I'm part of the problem.
You're not
every week I tell people to like, subscribe, and then I don't do it ever.
That's what I expect out of you.
I'll admit, I am the problem. It's all right.
All right, guys. Next week, we'll see you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.